Good afternoon, Belize. I'm Isana Cayetano, and it's time for your midday check-in with News 5. We've got the top stories to keep you informed. Here's a quick rundown of what's happening around the country. Brandon Baptist is shot and killed during weekend mayhem at the Marian Jones Sporting Complex in Belize. The Belize Police Department is bracing for reprisals in Lake Independence. 2 men are killed in separate murders elsewhere in the country, including Cotton Tree Village. And on the political front, the UDP, according to Tracy Panton, has 31 candidates ready to contest the general elections. These stories and more are coming up in 1 minute.
I'm Brittany, one of the newest faces around here. My stories are heartfelt and bring a fresh perspective. On the job, there is no challenge too great. Flooded highways, raging fires, or asking tough questions. My determination and willingness to connect with people help to deliver stories that put you, our viewers, at the forefront of issues. My motto: accurate, timely, and relevant. I am News 5.
And welcome back. 39-year-old Brandon Baptist, who was on a path to reform his life and had reportedly turned to God, was tragically shot and killed on Friday night. Baptist was gunned down during a football game at the Marian Jones Sporting Complex shortly after 9. In the hail of bullets, 4 men were wounded and Baptist died at the scene. The other victims were 37-year-old John Greenidge, 26-year-old Herson Mena, and 21-year-old Cameron Williams. Greenidge and Mena remained hospitalized, while Williams was treated and released. Today, Baptist's mother, Denise Flowers, told News 5 that she believes her son was killed by people with whom he had made peace. Though she does not seek revenge, Flowers expressed her sorrow that her son's killers targeted him at a football match.
My son turned to God, and I hate to see that people out there kill my son, that devil, that evil people, not have God in uno. But one thing that I thank God for my son was my son returned to God. And I know that my son in heaven, and I know my son get accepted in heaven because my son was trying and no hurt me. My son made the peace. They say there, and they say there, still kill my picnic. They gone that again for a problem because they shoot up after all my son then too. You understand? Like they call like they now macho man like they a God who is there to take life. We never vengeance nothing. We left vengeance to God, right? Because in this life, everybody have their day. If we not call you for turn rock stone, all we call you for dead. And whosoever kill my son, I wish the best for them. And I left them to God because there's a God. And this world, what goes around, comes around. They might laugh and they might clap. And they might rejoice. But that sweet man that up there, the Almighty Father, he's not sleeping. I might grieve right now, but when for that time to grieve, I hope that they could deal with it because this world is a circle.
Brandon Baptist was also actively involved with the Leadership Intervention Unit, LIU, which employed him along with several other at-risk youths from his neighborhood. Dominique Norales, the head of the LIU, shared a heartfelt recollection of her time working with Baptist.
He was always full of life, always willing to talk, always. Even when he misstepped and we have to suspend or we have to give an extended suspension or fire some people from the team that he supervised, always willing to compromise and always comes with solutions. Brandon, I considered him to be not only an employee of the socioeconomic programs that LIU has, I considered him to be a friend. And I'm very sad about how this happened. And I think, it's something I have to navigate as a person who leads LIU, but also with staff members who have interacted with Brandon for much longer than I have. And I've known of Brandon my entire life because, again, same community. But
Suddenly, a male voice called out Pop's nickname, Lico. When he responded, several shots were fired, fatally wounding him. His brother, Alfonso Mas Pop, shared more details about the incident.
My brother just made come work with me. Just me reach about 20 minutes after I reach work. I've been looking for a beat in the shower. I just hear some shot bust outside, and then I come out outside. I look in, I don't know if somebody, I'm meeting the police when they're wrong, because police they're wrong every minute. I just come out outside, I look in wrong, I see some wife with the ball, I say, you better then kill you better. But we take like surprise because one little boy was not getting a problem. Always I say to everybody, like, always when somebody don't dare think call a good person a bad person, but the whole bit to say about this young boy here, why is then killed? Because I know I have other brothers when they don't drunk, they look at problem and stuff, but he even drunk, he not get no problem with nobody. So that's the reason we may want to find why they kill him. For a reason, because they call for his name before they do it. So you can't say it, they can't do it by mistake, or they can't deal the wrong person, or you know.
Devon Chablé was tragically killed by people he knew. He was chased by 3 individuals in a pickup truck through the Altamira area of Corozal town. Despite his desperate attempt to escape on his bicycle, the trio caught up with him near a neighbor's store. The driver reportedly ran Chablé over with the pickup. He was rushed to the Corozal Community Hospital but died en route. Thanks to swift police action, 2 of the 3 suspects are now in custody awaiting questioning. The 3rd suspect is believed to be hiding on the island of San Pedro. Chablé was just 22 years old. Switching to politics, Albert Era Representative Tracy Panton announced that the United Democratic Party will field 31 candidates in the upcoming general election. During her appearance on Open Your Eyes this morning, Panton, who leads the Alliance for Democracy faction, discussed the party's readiness for the election.
UDP has 31 candidates and will have 31 candidates in the next general elections.
But would they have sufficient time to mount a campaign in their respective constituencies, given the fact that the election is pretty much here?
Omar will not have enough time to mount a campaign in Cayo North. He has been the standard bearer for 10 years. The other constituency you mentioned was...
There will now be a scramble to replace Elodio in Orange Rock East, and I don't know if a candidate has been named for Corozal Bay just yet. And we're saying that the election is pretty much here. It's only a
matter of weeks.
It is hopefully it's a matter of weeks. It's time for a reset, in my opinion, and we need to call the election. We encourage the Prime Minister to call the election because the people are tired, and they certainly it doesn't escape them the kind of corruption that we see in this administration, but that's another topic. The UDP will have 31 candidates in the next election. I believe there's a path to 16 for the United Democratic Party.
That's a wrap for the news at noon. But don't worry, there's plenty more coming your way at 6 p.m. We'll dive deeper into these stories and more. In the meantime, visit channel5beliefs.com and follow us on Facebook for real-time